What is up, guys? It is Turbo here, and welcome to this episode 49 of the Oxford United Managed Mode. And yeah, we have a lot of games this episode to be played, and let's go straight into it. We have a game against Carlisle. Well, we don't actually have a lot of games, I lied. Anyway, John Paystone's game again against Carlisle, followed by Scunthorpe in the league, which is going to be difficult. They're 5th at the minute. And then, who's that, Bournemouth or something? I'm not quite too sure. And Huddersfield. So yeah, it's all good. And the Tansov, as you see there in the top right, is still top scorer. Anyway, moving on to the first game in the John Paint Trophy against Carlisle. Sorry, I decided to play Tansov and Craddock and Pittman, those two, Craddock and Pittman. Obviously, Tansov's going to be a good player because of just how overrated he is compared to the rest of them. But Craddock and Pittman are actually really getting on. I think Pittman especially is a really good player, and Craddock can. With a bit more game time, you can probably fill the shoes of a Tansov at some point. But yeah, unfortunately, that was the first good chance of the match, and it fell to Tansov. And the keeper managed to save, which is unfortunate, because then when Defudis went through a bit later, the keeper saved again. So at this point, I was not too pleased, because obviously as soon as I missed two really good chances, I concede, because Zoko scores against me. So I wasn't too pleased. However, it did take us to the second half to actually get something, and it was through Pittman, surprisingly. 50th minute goal with a header from Pittman, who isn't the tallest player on the pitch, isn't the best with his heading ability, and he's one of the more pacey players and technical players that I don't really have a use for because of my the way my controller worked. But yeah, playing a Tansov was really a big waste this game because he did fuck all. If that had gone in, he would have made up for it, but pretty much he did fuck all. And yeah, this game actually went into extra time. It was 1-1 at full time, so we couldn't get anything. And I thought I had won it for us then, because I switched on Constable for a Tansov, bring in some strength, some pace. And unfortunately, Carlisle scored against us in the 105th minute. So here I was thinking, oh fuck, we're one down in extra time. We need a goal, and I don't think we're gonna get it. But hey, you don't know me because Constable scored. Yes. In the 117th minute, Constable went through and a nice right foot shot into the corner. Really nice turn as well. Bottom corner finish, accurate, deadly. Constable made it 2-2. And so the game went to penalties, and here's what happened. So Craddock stepped up first, and unfortunately his penalty, their keeper pulled off a really fantastic save to deny that there. Craddock went top left, and so the keeper, and a really, really well done to him there. And then Carlisle unfortunately took the lead against us, You've all heard my story about penalties before. My right stick's broken, so I can't move the keeper at all, and I can't do skills, and I'm pretty pissed. But anyway, luckily Constable managed to score, so that made it 1-1, even though Carlisle hadn't taken their penalty in yet. And thankfully they missed. They hit the bar, and it bounced back out, and it was all good. It was all good until Levin stepped up, because Levin scored. And that meant Carlisle went a couple more down, which is all fine by me, to be honest. And I'm not too good at commentating penalties, am I? But nevertheless, Carlisle went ahead. They are taking second, so they kind of have an advantage. But hey, I made a 2-2, and we haven't taken a penalty yet. So as we step up, just our chance to get back in the game. The keeper again pulls off a fine save, and this is pretty much where Carlisle have to miss their next penalty, not that one, their next one. Otherwise, I'm out. And Selesky had to score. So Selesky steps up and, of course, scores. I mean, just smash it straight down the middle every time with this keeper is what I managed to learn in the 5 penalties that I took, or the 7 penalties that I took against them. Because Carlisle then, luckily, missed. And it was a really bad miss. There was no one in that side of the goal, and they still missed. So it fell to Pittman. And, Pittman obviously dispatches the penalty in style. I mean, just a calm, collective smash into the top corner. And so now suddenly we're in front. And if Carlisle miss, then we win. Oh dear. Carlisle scored. Really well taken penalty into the right side netting. So it fell down to Buxton. And Buxton is being a beast all season. So can he prove it in the penalty shootout? Yes, he can. Because although the keeper gets a foot to it, it still goes into the roof of the net. And what a fine save! Lol jokes. Because Carlisle missed. And therefore, Oxford United win the match. Alright, guys. You see there, I'm not too good at commentating penalties. Next time I'm just going to put some non-copyrighted music over the top of it. But yeah, that was the final score. We beat them on penalties. I don't know what I'm not sure what the actual final score was, but I enjoyed that game. I enjoyed playing it a lot because it was one of those like kind of tight, tense encounters, and yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. But nevertheless, now that I spent too long commentating on the penalties on that game, I'm just going to include mainly the goals. There are going to be some highlights, but yeah. So we move on to the game against Scunthorpe, and Scunthorpe are high flying in the league, and if they beat us, it could prove really deadly for us. What with our league position and everything, so we need to do a good game. I decided to start Tanisov because the Tanisov and Constable both had low energy levels, but I just thought I'd bring on a Tanisov, kind of halfway through. Sorry, Constable halfway through to replace the Tanisov, so that we could keep that squad rotation going. Also, I believe I played Smalley and Pritchard. Yeah. But as always, the other team take the lead against us. Not my fault. It is my fault. And in the 20th minute, Scunthorpe scored. But luckily, we managed to come back into the game. I'm not sure how Pritchard didn't hit that first time, or how that didn't go in from the second rebound in the middle there. But I fell to Selesky, and eventually, even he couldn't score. A really fine display by Scunthorpe there. Last ditch defending, but really well done. That was to deny us. And at this point, I was thinking, oh well, this is going to be one of those games where I attack and 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 I can't do anything. And that pretty much turned out to be the case because even the Tanisov was hitting the post. And when your best player hits the post, it's pretty much a sure sign that he can't score. Nah, it's not. It just means that they're a bit unlucky. But yeah, it took us right up until the second half to actually produce anything. And it was through Pritchard who bounced on a rebound to put us back into the game, back into the action. He takes a bow. He probably deserves it. He's been playing fantastically for me in the games that I actually use him, and he has a lot. He does have a lot of good potential. And so yeah, my youth system I've decided is like going to be the main way I get players from now on. And look at this block off the line, lovely block. Well done to whoever that was. I'm not quite too sure. I will protect my defenders around as much as I do my strikers. But yeah, I'm gonna like in the next transfer thing, I'm gonna just get most of my players from the youth academy and the youth squads and the scouting networks because I don't like with the money I have unless I'm buying someone like Michael Ballack or something. There's really no point. Oh wow, what a shocking volley from Johnson there, another player from my youth academy. I had to sign him when Heslop got injured. But yeah. Anyway, I'll go back to the academy in a minute. But yeah, Tanisov scores in the 90th minute. The 90th minute, as always, as it is with me in the big games, Tanisov goes through and just, calm, composed, side foot finish into the bottom corner, beating the defender for pace easily, and beating the keeper with his precision accuracy. And, it's all good, to be honest. And from here on in, there isn't much time left in the game because as soon as we get the ball, the whistle blows, and the final score is 2-1, as you see there. Anyway, back to the youth academy. I managed to sign a couple of players to kind of to fill out my team, and I've realised that unless I'm signing anyone big, I might as well just put my money on my youth players who could go for more than I actually put into them. I invest into them. For example, Paul Buxton is a very good example. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next transfer window. Unless you guys have unless I can afford someone really good. But anyway, moving on to the game against Bournemouth. We start off the better of the team. We have the chances. And when I say start off, I mean the first half and another shocking volley. But yeah, we were all over them the first half, and from the first half, it was why we pretty much took the lead. I mean, a really nice goal from Harriet there. He's been scoring some really some good and some important goals. To give us the lead and to every goal is important, but he's been scoring the ones where we are kind of like the strikers aren't actually scoring, so it has to fall to him, and he does it really well there. So that was lucky for me, and that was right on the stroke of half time, which of course gives us the momentum going into the second half. If we can keep the lead, then we can obviously win the game, which is all good for us. But yeah, Bournemouth have that chance. It was kind of cleared off the 6-yard box by my defenders. And unfortunately, Bournemouth do score with quite a sweaty goal. That was in the 66th minute. But so I wasn't actually thinking anything was going wrong. But what I was thinking is, oh dear, please, Let's not concede again. So we managed to score. Yeah, look at that off the post, and nice touch by Harriet. I think it was Constable that actually worked it, or maybe someone else. I'm not quite too sure, but like I'm saying, it was all Harriet this game, as it is all the important games. He is my good midfielder, and unfortunately Bournemouth do come back. They make it 2-2 in the 82nd minute. So now I'm thinking, oh God, is it a bit too late? And it was a bit too late. I don't want to go forwards too much because I don't want to leave myself open for a second goal. So yeah, we did kind of blow the lead away. I think in this game, but yeah. Nevertheless, another quick calendar update because we have another game this month. Apart from the game against Huddersfield, which is next, we have the game against Northampton in the FA Cup, which is the replay. Oh no, sorry. Just the game against Northampton in the FA Cup. And anyway, yeah, here's some. It does go to a replay. I kind of revealed it there. Anyway, here's some scouting updates. This isn't all. I have like a youth team and a scouting update, and this is the youth squad. Obviously, it says youth squad at the top. And a couple of players that I'm looking to shine there is that Ashley Malkid and maybe that Kevin Cole, but maybe the Luke Purehouse, House, someone House, because he's going to be a really good, valuable player to me, I believe. So yeah. Anyway, going into the game against Northampton, I'm not quite too sure what happened with Huddersfield. Fuck Huddersfield. We don't need Huddersfield. No one cares about Huddersfield. So yeah. Oh no, I remember. I think I simmed that game. I apologize, guys. That's why I kind of I don't know, ignored it, I suppose. But yeah, we take the lead from Northampton from a really nice, well, not a really nice, a well worked goal from a Tansov. We did actually win the Huddersfield game. Not to worry. But Northampton come back into it with a Tunismi. Oh my God, that kid. Yeah, and Northampton being a League Two team, I thought we would be like walking over them. We beat them comfortably last season a couple of times, but unfortunately they were a strong team. They were attacking us, almost as much as we were attacking them, and even more. And it took us, it really was pretty much a game of nothing. Because, well, the final score was 1-1. And, yeah, that's about it, guys. So, yeah, my reputation is enhanced, which is just the email that I show you guys there. This is coming towards the end of the episode. I'll just show you the league table quickly. As you see, we're still top on 45 points, which means that we did actually win the game against Huddersfield, even though I simmed it. Like I say, I do apologise for that, but I was just looking forward to the Northampton game. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We are still on top for this episode, and hopefully we'll be at the start of next episode, at the end of next episode as well. And yeah, make sure to catch it. I'll see you later. Bye.